Peace and blessings, everybody. It is your girlie Mole with the Sweet Love Sanctuary, and I am going to be doing a full moon in Aquarius reading for all 12 signs. If you want to do a personal session, click the information below or the Book Now tab on my Instagram at Sweet Love Sanctuary. So let's talk real quick about full moon in Aquarius. We're going to start with Aquarius. Full moon in Aquarius is going to be bringing a lot of collective consciousness energy to your own personal life, but then also to your environment. So when I say collective consciousness energy, I mean there's going to be a lot of matters of public opinion, matters of public image, matters of personal principle, and of personal image that are going to kind of be put face to face to see if they align. And if they don't align, are you going to go with the collective or are you going to go with the individual? A lot of that putting your principles and your truth in the forefront is what's really coming to light right now. Also, this is a blue moon, so it's the second moon, full moon of the month, and it's in the same sign. So, you know, we talk about the Lionsgate portal that happened at 8/8 and all those things. There was something that opened from really the first, full moon. And it gave a lot of space and opportunity for you to be fired up and charged up to go after whatever it is that you want to go after for yourself. And now that this next full moon is coming tomorrow, it's kind of bringing a completion to kind of putting your desires, your principles, your ideals on steroids. And you're going to go into Virgo season kind of floating and being more practical, or coming from floating and being more practical and grounded about getting things done and moving forward with the endeavors that you believe that you can work on and how you want to present yourself doing that. So we're going to start with Aquarius, since the moon is going to be in Aquarius. And I suggest you look at what your sun sign is and also what your moon sign is. So it's going to affect the Aquariuses in their first house. So this is going to be about self. This is going to be about awareness. This is going to be about, your image and things like that. So coming out off bat, Aquarius, is money moves. Money moves that you have been making. You have gotten messages from you've gotten messages from the ancestors already, and they have been coming in hot. And basically, it's time for you to really nurture your key relationships, partnerships, and bonds that are they're productive. So whatever it is that you're doing, you already have been seeing a level of success, and you're working on taking things from 10 to 20, right? Or 20 to 100. And it's about finding balance in your individuality and what you want to do, but also not having to do it alone, and having key alliances and connections that are going to be aligned with your mission. Y'all are going to be working on the same thing. And if you don't have that already, your ancestors, go to your ancestors, and they will quickly bring in the partner or partners or people or resources that you need to elevate to and through this Nine of Pentacles. But I also do see companionship here, and that could be around your financial, business ventures, or maybe there's a companionship that your work and your personal may mesh together. So that is the message for Aquariuses, and I would suggest for the full moon that you communicate with your ancestors, do some work with them to reveal to you all of the resources and the alliances and connections that are going to work together well for you for the rest of this year. Ashe. Okay, so next is Pisces. Pisces, this is going to affect your second house. Second house is all about your resources. It's about your self-esteem. It's about how you feel about your possessions. It's the money house. So let's see what's going on for the Pisces. This would be Sun in Pisces or Moon in Pisces. So this card is literally like a Pisces card to me. Head in the clouds. So many dreams, so many opportunities, so many different ways to get things done, and you need to sort it out. You need to be realistic. It's time to kind of close the cycle on kind of pie in the sky type dreams and get a little bit more grounded and practical about what you're really passionate about, and focus on one venture. Maybe if there's another thing that you're doing that's very similar, then you can do two, but you cannot juggle with more than two hands, is what is coming through loud and clear. Okay. So like I said, Pisces, you will be who you will be. You will never stop dreaming, but it's about bringing some of these things to reality, because some of the stuff that you want to do, you're not putting in the actual effort to get it. And especially if they are grander than, larger than life type dreams. But there's success if you can get focused and stick with something longer than, a month, or maybe, if you can stick with something longer than 60 days, then maybe you could actually see some success and things come to fruition. But basically it's saying, in your second house of money is get out of the sky and get, really serious about taking action on your passions, so that, and start small, start, maybe if you have the big dream to win an Oscar, the first thing may be to write the book or whatever it is, right? That kind of thing. So break your dreams down and compartmentalize them, and then tackle them one at a time. Ashe. All right. So that was Pisces. Aries is next. Aries, this will be affecting you the most in your third house. This is Eshu's house. It's the house of the mind, of thinking, of communication, of even some education, maybe not like the higher education per se, but it is getting like yourself started in learning something in your environment, in your community, in a school or something. So looks like things are gonna be really turning in your favor. You were in a different place. I would say once Corona season started, Aries got whipped up in a whirlwind of get your shit together. And you did. You did get your shit together. And new things are popping, right? And the thing is, you got your shit together mainly because you stopped talking about it and you started being about it. Now, you're at this place. Oh, we got two here. You're at this place where you're seeing the fruits of your labor. You're seeing the potential. You're seeing, some stability coming in, what you plan to do. It's all coming to fruition. And what is being asked of you now is to continue to stay disciplined and stay on this path. Do not switch the game up, because, you have had some goals. You've had some goals that you want to execute. And on the other side of those goals is a beautiful union. So bigger than you want financial success. Of course, everyone wants to be, financially independent and, strong. You want companionship. And even, we got the Empress right here, even to be a mother. I even see some of you learning about birth and different things like that, as far as focusing on a new business or, passion, and it's tied to family, birthing, motherhood, that kind of thing. So maybe doula kind of thing going on, or be a nurse, or getting your body and yourself ready for this, you know, preparing for wife and motherhood. So with you guys being in the third house for this full moon in Aquarius, is focusing on that area of your life. I would go to Eshu and simply ask for the path to be open for you. Like, that's literally what we have here. We have the Three of Wands, walking on the path, you know, and see what comes from that. Ashe. All right, Aries, that was y'all's thing. Next up, Taurus. Taurus, this is going to be in your fourth house. Fourth house is all about the home, all about the family, all about your foundations. It is the house of the feminine energy, of the mothers, of the I got that again. Of the femininity and children, women, all those things. Tauruses are big on home and family, so you know you should feel very comfortable here if things are all good in the home life. So financially, you're on to some new shit, and you are shining. You are shining. And even though I don't see a card coming out yet, I feel in the Taurus collective that yet you are still questioning yourself. You are still acting as if you have not succeeded. You know, you're in this place of the Seven of Pentacles. You put in the work. You're seeing fruits of your labor. You're seeing results. Of course, they could be bigger, but you just started. And people are giving you accolades. People are giving you compliments. People are referring you. People are seeing you. But yet, when you go home by yourself, or you in your car by yourself, you feel like bored. You feel like you're not making the mark. You feel like you're just doing enough to get by. And that can be further from the truth. The truth is, you are a person, woman, man, whatever, who knows what they want and is going to get it and is getting it. So for the full moon, I would say to work with Oshun. She's coming up here in many different ways. And you need to work on your self-love and loving on yourself. Maybe doing honey on the tongue. You know, always giving offerings is going to be a great thing. But even if it's just working on self-love and the things that Oshun represents for yourself, we could turn this energy, you know, in very much alignment where you could just be boom, boom, boom and let this go. Ashe? Okay. That was Taurus. We're going to mix these up real good in here. Next up, Gemini. The lovely Gemini. Before I even start shuffling, I hear that Janae Aiko back up on my bullshit. So I don't know. Only you Geminis know what's popping in that arena. Gemini. This is going to be affecting your fifth house. Fifth house is a house of romance, of love, of affairs, of your inner child and your childlike spirit just having fun and being free. So let's see. So someone feels left out. Someone feels totally left out in the cold, left out of the abundance. There's a lot of not necessarily lying, or actually, you know, let me not fucking lie. There may be lies, but not lies blatantly. Omissions of truth, omissions of information. Maybe things that have happened in the past that I don't know if they're staying there. Oh shit. But okay, now I see what that means. Okay. So not things of the past. This is the ancestors here. There's somebody in are coming in that the ancestors said. I think they're already in, that the ancestors sent to you. And I'm going to pull one more card. Yes, they sent to you for you to elevate. And with this being the energy that has been like set up for you, this shouldn't be the highlight. This shouldn't be what is in the higher realm of being alley-ooped and set up to win, to dominate, to be a boss, to be a king, to be a queen, whatever it is. So it may be time to kind of check yourself and figure this shit out, because you're being set up for success, and you know you don't want to leave out what may be aiding in your elevation, your success, your abundance, and all of that. So for Geminis, I would also work with your ancestors, maybe even Shango, to keep you in good, what we call Iwapele, which is good and noble character. Or if it's not you and you're the person that feels like this, to have, you know, the justice, or for the, you know, pendulum to swing in the right direction for you, so that you can, you know, continue to execute whatever it is that you're supposed to do in your purpose and your journey and all those things. So yeah, I will work with the ancestors, and like I said, potentially Shango. I even see some working with the Iami. If you're familiar, a Orisha practitioner, that's the sacred mothers or the witches, and it may be a good time to give an offering to them to kind of remove some of this energy out the way, so that this can rise to the top. Ashe. Okay. After Gemini, Cancer. Cancers, this is going to be affecting your 6th house. 6th house is the house of health. It is the house of your routines. It is the house of your habits. And just how proactive and useful you feel out in the world. So Cancers, of course, you get the Cancer card. You get the Mother of the Waters. Okay. So, Cancers. There's reason to celebrate. Your cups are running over. Family, friends, self-image, relationships, children, all of that is good. Like, you had a goal, you had a plan, for emotional fulfillment. This is your emotional wishes coming true. So whatever you did, I don't know if some of y'all did some spiritual work, if you did personal elevation for yourself, which elevated your family, or if you just prayed up like a motherfucker. But Yemoja comes out point blank period to say you have stability in your home, you have stability in your relationship, you have stability in your family, you have stability in your partnership. So I would, for the full moon, give thanks. Don't ask for anything, but just give thanks to the Great Mother, to Yemoja, and even to your ancestors for this being your reality now. And if you don't feel it, it is coming. It is right there. So go to Yemoja and receive it. That's easy and that's beautiful. Congratulations to the Cancers. Also look if you are Cancer moon, rising. All right, next up, Leo. Leos, this will be in your 7th house. 7th house is the house of relationships. The house of marriage, the house of contracts and partnerships that are romantic, interpersonal, business, all of that. Okay. Y'all got a lot going on. It is Leo season. So, oh, this goes like this. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. So, Leos, right now, you popping. You feeling yourself. You moving around multiple arenas, doing multiple gigs, jobs, hustles, hobbies, you know, and you making it work. And I see you getting deeper into making money off of things that are very pleasurable for you. I even see you nurturing yourself way more than what you used to, because there was a sense of being out and being about and popping and seen and, you know, getting the groups together and, you know, turning up or whatever, where now you may still be moving like that, but it's about you. You've let go of some of the superficial and material things that really didn't mean happiness to you, and you found your center. You know, you maybe even took a little break from relationships for a little bit, you know, or just didn't bring in anything new until you figured your shit out, until you got settled and really got serious about work, because some of y'all were financially dependent still on parents, or you were in relationships where you were only still in them because of the finances. I call those homosexuals. No shade, just, you know, funny thing I call it. But you put your head down, you got your shit together, and you're even starting to be recognized in your business space. So maybe just your job or whatever, or if you got your own little thing going on, it's starting to pick up some, you know, interest and stuff like that. And so keep going. You're right over the halfway mark as far as building whatever it is that you want for yourself, and you definitely will come out on top like a Leo, of course, is supposed to do and shine and be seen. But the journey definitely is recognized, and let's keep it real. Y'all can make a struggle look good. Y'all can make juggling some shit look good. And now it's not about just it looking good. It's about it actually being good. So I would say that for, the full moon for Leos, I would work with your Ori. I would work with, keeping your mind focused, keeping it cool, keeping it calm. Shango does kind of pop up here. Oshun pops up here too, but that's just Leo energy is the, you know, the zhuzh of Oshun and Shango and, you know, all of that. So I wouldn't really say lean on that to do any work for the full moon, but I would say focus on your Ori. If you could, you know, get a rogasha from a godparent, or, you know, cleanse a coconut over your head. But I would really focus on your mind, herbs that are going to help your mind so that you can stay focused and be strategically moving forward, because it's going to be going quickly. So you got to have your mind right. Ashe. Okay. That was Leo. Virgo. So Virgo season is knocking at the door. I am actually excited about it for the first year in a long time. But for you guys, this is going to be affecting your 8th house. The 8th house is the house of intimacy. It is the house of sharing things and collaborating. It is the house of joint ventures and loans, assets, investments. So, you know, and it could be doing it together or doing it alone. Maybe doing it with somebody that is a partner that you love. Seeing what's going on with some of the other signs, there are a lot of merging of the worlds. Love, business, spirituality, sexuality, you know, those things are all coming into one, to where people are not living different lives and different faces in different places. Boom. What did I say? So basically this is Virgo here. Let's get disciplined. Let's get perfecting our skills. Let's get organized. But let's not be all work and no play. You know, let's have a healthy balance in work and love. And maybe that is going to be doing some investments or doing some kind of work together with maybe family, people you love, or even a partner. Make sure that you're taking time for self-care. And do not believe that little voice that comes up in the back of a Virgo's mind that questions your greatness. You do not do this to the public. It is only when you're sitting up in your room by yourself creating master plans and you realize that perfection doesn't exist and you start to have these self-critical thoughts that can make you do this perfection and getting things together way longer than you need to. Don't get caught up in that. You are a star. You are perfect. You do have things set up the right way. You've got the details laid out. So don't pause. Whatever it is that you're working on, keep going. The moment that you stop and slow down, doubt can creep in. And so we can't have that. Okay? So for the Virgos, I would work with I would work with, I would say let's work with Ogun for the Virgos. Just to keep the work ethic going, to keep you focused, you know what I'm saying? To keep whatever it is that you're doing, keep your heart passionate in it. So, that could just be, going in the forest and, staying connected with nature and getting grounded. Or it could be, going to the railroad, banging on some metal and allowing yourself to be cleansed with that energy of Ogun for him to remove any of this energy that may come up. I do see right here, like, cutting those negativity energies out, but you got to take the blindfold off. You got to see the reality for what it is. And the reality is you the bomb. So stop tripping. Ashe. Okay. Libras, this is going to be affecting you in your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of traveling. It is the house of wisdom. It's the house of like philosophies and religion and international and cross-cultural relations and relationships and all those things. So this is the expansive house. So let's see, Libras, what y'all got popping. Oh, Lord. Okay, opportunities coming in. New opportunities to take action on your passions. And that one opportunity that's going to be brand new is going to lead to a lot of hard work. But that hard work will lead to inevitable success. So yeah. Then you've got new love. New emotional... Okay, so I see two ways. Two kind of Libras. I see new emotional support, but it's not from a new person. It is from somebody that maybe was supposed to be a stable, supportive force in your life. This could be a father. This could be like, I feel like baby daddy kind of thing. And be open to it. You deserve it. It is about time. And then on the other end, yeah, I do. I don't think it's necessarily like a new relationship, but I think the collective that's with Libras that's leaning harder is stuff from the past that you really love, that you worked hard for, that just didn't show up for you, is now going to come back and show up for you, and you need to be open to it because the universe is offering you things. All you got to do is step into it and receive it. And it'll be for you and it'll be good. So don't question it and don't have a wall up and push it away. Okay, so Libras, I would do releasing for this full moon and let go and forgive shit that has hurt you in the past. And that will open up the doors for these new opportunities to come your way and just flourish in your life. Ashe. Okay. Scorpio. This is going to be affecting your 10th house. 10th house is the house of career. long-term goals, your structures, it's the house of masculinity. So even dealing with the father and different things like that. Sons. So right off the bat, we have one of the hardest working people in the deck. Someone that is like that farmer type energy, long term, slow but steady wins the race type energy. We're going to invest. We're going to save. We're going to be putting money into things that are going to return an investment. And that's great. That fits on perfectly with the house that you guys are in. But you're going to have to deal with your fear mongering of yourself. You already know. You already know how you are. On the other end, while you're scared of your success, you're calling in a partner. You're calling in partnerships. You're calling in bonds and people that are going to bring balance to your life. Ride with it. Keep going. And just continue to put action on all of these things that you're laying foundations into. And really work to keep this energy at bay. Right? Yeah, so what I will work on for the Scorpios for the full moon. I definitely would say you need to do a spiritual bath to just do like a purification. That's probably something that you need to do on a consistent basis to keep this energy at bay. You guys are naturally curious and y'all question things and evaluate things, but you do it with yourself and your ventures and your especially your career or your job or what have you, and it could drain you. And when you go into this emotional processing, you're exhausted, so it seems like a negative thing. And you've got to get a grip on emotional processing being positive and not ragging on yourself because you go through it, right? Because there's great things coming. You just got to get out of your own way as far as being scared of success. All right, that is Scorpios. Sagittarius, it is going to be focusing on your 11th house. The 11th house is the house of groups. It's the house of friends. It's the house of doing for others, doing for the community, all of those things. So let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. I feel like Sagittarius are going to really be getting challenged on being able to work well in groups. Not be bossy, not think you know it all. And also be open to possibilities of what's new versus thinking that what has happened in the past is always going to happen. So there was a recent loss that you turned into a gain quickly. Good for you. But did you actually deal with those wounds? And not for yourself, but maybe the environment, the other people that were involved. Maybe time to let bygones be bygones, bury the hatchet, because there may be fertile ground there that you left. Because your feelings were kind of in the way and your pride was in the way and you couldn't see the situation for what it was. But even though there seemed to be a loss, if you shined through it quickly on the other side, it really probably wasn't as bad for you as you thought it was. It probably really cultivated you to be an individual, to stand on your own 2 feet, to shine in your newness of self-awareness of who you are and what you can do. So sometimes you may cry over spilled milk when it was just time to move on. No harm, no foul. And through that, through releasing this energy of grudges and resentment, you will be blessed. You will see success. What more can you ask for? So for the full moon, I would do some forgiveness rituals and, let this go. Everything else, seems really great. So keep going, keep moving forward. Ashe. Also, some of you are going to be working with the Cancer that is going to teach you a lesson in emotional intelligence, and be open to receive it. All right. Capricorns, 12th house. You Capricorns have been deep in their 12th house this whole year, maybe longer than a year. So your subconscious, your deep desires, what you really want out of life, is being worked on the deepest and darkest levels. And not dark like bad, but just dark as in it's so deep within your soul that no light is there. And so things are being illuminated that you want in relationships and in love. That's really the biggest thing, is love. You want someone who is going to work as hard to obtain and keep your love as you do in life. So, and what do we have here? Of course, love and happiness. Oh, love and happiness. Can't make this shit up. Look, like what Kevin Samuels say. So even more than money, you want love. Bad. Children, the whole thing. And once you, is there another card up under there? Once you deal with the past pain, the universe is going to bring new love right on in. And it is going to shake up your world, honey. I know usually I see the Tower card, it's like, oh shit. But this one is, if this is where you've been, where you feel like karma scales have not come out in your favor, the shakeup is going to be turning that the other way. It's going to be, I work with Eshu, and I work with the ancestors to open that door, for that to come on, in the room. And trust that things will be done right by you, and that you will be overjoyed. You may even have, once you figure it out, once you let go of this past hurt and this comes in, maybe you have 2 areas that, you know what I'm saying, you may get this huge fulfillment of love and appreciation and companionship. So you might get more than what you asked for. Now that is shaking your world up. All right, so that was the full moon in Aquarius reading for all 12 signs. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want to see what's going on deeper for your sign, for your chart, we can break down sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mercury, all of that, and see, what it is that you need to do to manifest the life that you desire and you want. All right, go follow me at Instagram at Sweet Love Sanctuary. Like and subscribe to my page. I appreciate you. Peace and blessings.